Hello and welcome to the 2020 Open House and welcome to Period 2 Jazz Ensemble. I just want to say first congratulations to you and congratulations to your son or daughter for just getting into the room. This band has grown over the years to be frankly one of the best jazz bands in the state of Illinois and even nationally. And we've built that reputation over a long time. And it's because of the hard work the students do throughout the year. And I can't wait for another great year. We got a really good band this year, and we're going to have a great time. So congratulations and welcome. So we're going to go through this presentation here. The template they sent us asked me to tell you a little bit about myself. So here you go. I went to Northern Illinois University. I have a bachelor's degree in saxophone performance with an emphasis in jazz, a master's in music education, and another master's in school administration from Concordia. This is my 22nd year of teaching and my 17th year here at LT. I have two daughters. Both are LT alums and were in the band here for their 4 years. Emma is a sophomore at UW-Madison, and she is a civil environmental engineering major. And my older daughter, Marie, just finished law school at U of I, and she is studying for the bar exam. And not having a great time doing that, but we'll be glad when that's over. So that's what there. My wife is a music teacher in Franklin Park. What do I do when I'm not at school? Oh, there's a bell. Actually, I love jazz music anyway, so if you came into my house, there'd be jazz music on. So I'm either listening to it or practicing myself. I will be so thankful when all the jazz clubs are back open in Chicago so we can go back down and keep hearing some music. Got a great scene in Chicago. I'm also spent a lot of time working on my house. My quarantine project was redoing our half bath, so I'm almost done with that. And I also enjoy cooking and eating. Okay, mostly eating, but you get the idea. So enough about me. What are our course goals? So our course goal for Jazz Ensemble is to increase and combine our musical knowledge. So I'm talking about jazz theory and vocabulary and the study of improvisation as we focus on the preparation of jazz masterworks to create some inspiring and hopefully some seriously swinging performances. There's a lot in that, but that is our goal. We do a lot of things. I am proud of the fact that this class goes way beyond most high school big bands. Most high school big bands would just be learning, the 3-4 charts of the concert and that's it. But we spend a lot of time on jazz vocabulary. We spend time on transcription, and we spend time on vocabulary acquisition. Spend time on jazz improvisation, and we're dedicated to those goals. When we're back together, the students will also not just play in big band, but they'll play in small group combos as well. And I don't know of another program that it is part of their class for everyone who's in their top jazz band to also be part of a combo. So very happy, I'm very proud of that. What's new? What does the band look like? What does Jazz Ensemble look like in a remote environment? So basically, rehearsal will look fairly similar to what it would look like even if we were all in the same room here. Students will be rehearsing during our time with musical guides. One being me, I'll be playing along with the students a variety of times, so they are using me to play along with. We have a lot of recorded examples, reference recordings that we'll listen to and we'll play along with. We also have a variety of music software we use that takes recordings and slows it down and allows me to loop certain things so we can work on the parts similarly to how we'd work on them in class. We'll also be doing a lot of singing, where I'll sing a part and the students will sing it on their own and then they'll put it on their instrument. We'll have slightly more frequent playing tests than we have had in the past, and that's really just because in the Zoom format, I don't get to hear the kids. Usually I hear them every minute of every day playing their instruments. And so I'm getting that constant feedback. We don't get that in a Zoom environment. That is one of the limitations. So we'll be asking them for some more frequent playing examples, and that really the idea of those examples so I can listen, I can give them feedback, and then they know what to do. They can take that and inform their practice to improve their part and ultimately improve the whole group. All right, what's the same? Basically everything else that we would normally do. As I mentioned before, we've already done a whole bunch of jazz theory. We've already started our focus on improvisation and vocabulary acquisition. We start out with digital patterns through the blues, and then we'll go to 2-5 limits after that. We've also started our learning by ear. They are recording an assignment at the end of this week where they're playing along with a little video with Wynton Marsalis, where he's doing some call and response with them. We'll be focusing on part mastery, which of course is them being able to play their part. Individual practice is also vital. This is their top jazz band, right? And they did a great job getting here, but now is actually where the work starts. And in this ensemble, it's an expectation that they'll be practicing every day. They're going to need to in order to master the material that we are working on to the level we need to get it down to. So they're going to need to practice every day. And the grading is all the same. We'll talk more about grading later. Like right now. So how do you get a grade in jazz ensemble? It's the same as it's always been. 70% of the grade is called content mastery, which is essentially their playing tests. Anything they play and record for me, they will get the grade on. And then the other 30% are ensemble skills. This is essentially participation. These are our concerts. This would be our sectional time. Obviously, sectionals and concerts are on hold right now, but we're hopeful that that will change as we get later on in the year. Please note that the retake policy remains the same for band. And that retake policy is students can replay any test they want to as many times as they want to until they get the grade they want. So the way I look at it, parents, everybody should be getting an A in jazz ensemble. They're going to play something for me. I'm going to give them a grade, but I'm going to give them feedback. And the idea is they take that feedback, they put it into their practice, they make their part better, and they come in and do the test again, and they get the better grade. It makes them better, it makes our band better, and they get the grade. Students who take advantage of that retake policy always do great in the class. So I strongly recommend they do that. All right. How do you know what's going on in class, or what should you practice? If your student ever says to you, I don't know what to practice, or I don't have anything to practice, that's not true. Everything is on Canvas. So allow me to switch to Canvas for a second. I'll show you. On our Canvas page here, this is our Jazz Ensemble Canvas page. So this is a link to our rehearsal that we have each day, or a couple days a week. Here are the resources. So here is all the music that we're working on, the reference recordings. Here are PDFs and play-alongs of all the jazz theory stuff we're doing. All the resources are right here. And then as you scroll down, what you'll see is what we've done in class, all right? And then you're gonna see practice for next class. And we're serious about this. These are the things they should be doing during their practice prior to the next class. And then down here you'll see, and by the time you see this video, they will have already done this assignment, but this is their little playing test with the Wynton Marsalis video. And so it's all right there. You could also look back, past weeks are below. It will all be there, so if you ever miss anything or need to backtrack on this thing, or if you're gone for a day, students should know exactly what it is they need to do to be ready to go. I do want to say, parents, Infinite Campus is usually where parents interface with the grades and that. That is a very small part of the story that will give you the grade, and it'll give you some numbers and that of how they're doing. But compared to what's there on Canvas, it gives you, it's a very small part of the story. So I would encourage you to absolutely check out your kid's grade, but more importantly, you can help by noticing what they should be doing on Canvas. All right, a few band-specific things. I already mentioned that practicing is vital, and in Jazz Ensemble, the expectation is that they're practicing every day. So just make that part of their day, right? Every day they pull out their horn and they practice. That's cool. We have made it a requirement and need to, especially in the remote environment, that students have a metronome, a tuner, and a breathing tube with them every day in their practice. For right now, I don't mind if they're using apps on their phones for the metronome and tuner. And the breathing tube is something that they received in school last year. Rhythm section players don't need a breathing tube, but if they don't have one, it's a 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch piece of, it's a PVC coupling. You can get them at Depot, they're less than $1. So that really makes a huge difference in tone, especially for our brass players. Private lessons, those continue as always. I will say that if you're currently taking lessons, keep those going. Those are so important. If you're not taking private lessons and it's a possibility for your family, really consider it. I've seen so many kids start private lessons and just exponentially grow. because you're getting a chance to spend time with somebody every week who's an expert on your instrument. And there's just no substitute for that. It's absolutely the best thing you could do. Concerts, obviously, those are kind of on hold for now. We will let everybody know as those things develop. We have some plans, some hopeful plans that the semester we'll be able to have a concert, but exactly what it'll be and how it'll look, we're still working on those details. Lastly, concert dress. We typically wear all black in the jazz ensemble, but once again, I'm not going to worry about that at this point. I would be happy to have a concert in jeans and t-shirts at this point, anything to be together. So we'll jump off that bridge when we get to it. Lastly, if you ever have any questions or your student ever has any questions or need help, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My email address is there, mdahl@lths.net. I'm happy to field any questions at any time. Also, as far as being available for student help, I have time every day set aside to help students. I'm just asking students email me and make an appointment for that time. That way I can dedicate, that half an hour appointment to helping, Bob with his trombone part, whatever it is. So we can just focus on that. It was impossible to help someone with the trombone part and then have somebody else try to come in with the saxophone part or, rhythm section thing or whatever. So this way I can get to everybody and give them the individual attention that they deserve. All right, so thanks so much for listening. Hope you enjoy the rest of your open house, and I hope to see you later this year in person. All right, take care.